Hey guys, it's Nikki from Teelan's Yoga here today. I've got my elite recovery mat here, and we're going to be working on a nice upper body stretch, really working in the pecs, the shoulders, and getting in the neck and that really upper body area that a lot of us have a lot of tension from, not just because of, all this at-home work, being on the computer, not just doing work, but for our social lives. But even if you've got any injuries in your shoulder or neck, this is a great little gentle stretch to help relieve any tension and stress you've got going on. So let's get to it, and I'll meet you in Shavasana.
I'll meet you here in Shavasana. All right, take these few deep breaths. Nice big inhale. Nice big slow exhale. Remembering today is all about you. Everything is an option. Take a break when you need it. You can always come back to Shavasana or Child's or grab a water break. Take some nice big deep breaths here. When you're ready, on your first inhale, let's just pull both knees to our chest. We'll release the lower back first. This is because most of us need this. Just walking side to side. We'll be drawing some little circles in one direction as we breathe slow and deep, and then switching directions. Let's come to stillness. Give yourself a little hug. I'm going to release the soles of my feet to the mat. Inhale, lift the left or the right arm up overhead. I'm going to roll onto that right side body, bringing the left hand just in front of me, pressing to the ground. Big breath here. And you're just going to roll over onto your hands and knees into this nice tabletop position. Then you're going to bring your knees a little bit wider, maybe mat width apart. Bring the big toes together. And as you exhale, send those hips back, dropping the head into our nice long Balasana, child's pose here. Just breathing into the earth. Pressing your hands into the mat, getting a little activity in that upper body, maybe lifting the forearms up. And then maybe lifting the palms up, just leaving the fingertips pressing into the mat. And as you exhale, press the armpits into the ground, or imagine you're trying to get them to the ground. So you're getting a nice deep stretch there under into the lats. Let's take one more big breath here. I'm going to drop my hands. I'm going to take my next inhale. I'm going to come back up to this nice tabletop position, bringing the knees under the hips, lengthening out the spine, engaging the core, taking a nice big breath here. Nice big exhale, press the hands to the ground. And as I inhale, I'm going to take the right hand and I'm going to sweep it up towards the sky, towards the right. Really reach up here. We're just going to hold up here, nice little twist. You can also bring your right hand to that shoulder or have it face away from you. One more big breath here. As you take your next inhale, I'm going to sweep the right arm down underneath the left arm here. Thread the needle, reaching the palm up, reaching all the way to the left if I can, dropping the right shoulder. I've got my left hand here pressing into the mat, creating a little more twist. So slightly different than we normally do. This really helps target that upper back shoulder area. If you want to go deeper in the twist, you can lift that left leg up and bring it out, toes to the ground. Just a little extra twist here. The nice tight core. Good. Give me one more big breath here. If your leg is up, we're going to drop that knee back down. I'm going to press through that left hand. I'm going to bring my right hand back under the shoulder. Maybe adjust your left hand if you need it. Lengthen out the spine. Let's do a few cat-cows here. So as you take your next inhale, lift the chin, just sink that back down. Exhale, puff up the spine, tuck the chin, really press to the mat here. Going at your own pace if you like. Nice big inhale up. Lift through that chin, open the front body. Exhale, puff that spine, stretch out that upper back. One more of each. And really sink that back down. And exhale. When you're ready, we'll all just meet in that nice neutral tabletop spine. Putting all the weight into the right hand here. This time I'm going to inhale, sweep the left arm up overhead, creating this nice T opening. Again, the hand can come to the shoulder, twisting through the spine, creating a little length. One more breath. Good. As I take my next inhale, I'm going to sweep that left arm down and underneath the right arm, reaching it palm facing up all the way to the right side. This time dropping the left shoulder, left ear to the mat, using the right hand as leverage, pressing it into the mat, creating a little more twist as I look to the right. This time, if you want, you can lift the right leg up, straightening the leg, bring the toes to the ground, creating a bit of a deeper twist, or you can stay with the knee on the ground, focusing on the upper back. Good. Take another big breath here. When you're ready, let's bring that right knee back down. Inhale, let's untwist. Refine that nice tabletop position, core tight. Let's curl the toes under and lift the hips into a nice downward dog. We're not going to be doing any flows today, so just enjoy this dog. You can walk it out if you'd like, pressing one heel into the ground and then the other. Or maybe finding some stillness, spreading those fingertips. Give me one more big breath here. And then we're all going to find some stillness as you find your next inhale, pulling the heels down, really lifting the hips. I really want you to focus on pressing those fingertips through the ground, pressing that chest a little closer to your knees. You can always bend the knees if you'd like. If you're feeling your hamstrings are really tight, and then just tucking those ears externally, rotating the elbows, getting that nice long downward dog. One more breath just like this. And then I'm going to bend my knees and I'm going to walk my feet to my hands. You can face the top of your mat. I'm going to just turn and face you here. And if you want, you've got some balance, you're going to give yourself just a little hug around those knees, maybe just around the arms. Good. I'm going to release my hands to the ground, take a nice big inhale here, tuck the chin, drop the head as I lift just the hips up to the sky. Nice little forward fold here. I'm going to inhale, halfway lift, flatten out that back. Exhale, fold over, soften the knees. As I inhale, slowly come to rise, palms come up together. Just give me a second here, let somebody else in. And keep those hands up. We're going to clasp those fingers, flip the palms up to the sky here. Really reach them up. Pull those shoulders up. Exhale, release. We're going to clasp them behind this time. Just clasp those hands, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Palms come together if you can. And then maybe just lift those hands up off the bum just a little bit. I'm just going to pull my hands to the right, let my head dip to the left. And then switch sides. Just nice slow movements here. Core is still tight. I'm really pulling my shoulders down, getting that nice little stretch with those shoulders. Good. I'm going to release my grip. I'm going to just show you from the top. So you guys are at the top of your mat. You're going to take your left leg and you're going to open it up to the back so both toes are facing your left side. If you can't see the camera, you can definitely adjust yourself. We're only doing one step back. So we're in a wide position with our legs. Relaxing those shoulders, pulling them down. I'm going to inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring the right arm underneath the left here for eagle arms. So you can bring the palms together, maybe only your pinky and thumb come together, or hands to shoulders, or even just free. Okay. Nice eagle arms. Lift the elbows up so they're in line with the shoulders. You should feel a little bit of a stretch in the upper back as is. I'm going to take a nice big inhale up. Lift those arms up just as much as I can as I bring my gaze a little to the sky. And as I exhale, I'm going to slowly, slowly lower myself all the way into a nice wide forward fold with these eagle arms. Knees are soft. Just hang out here for a breath once you get to the bottom. And when you're ready on your next inhale, let's engage that core, soften those knees. Let's come to rise. Nice, slow, slow inhale here. Lifting the arms up, all the way up, a little higher. Let's do that one more time. As you exhale, really round out the back here. Get an extra little stretch. So we come down all the way into that nice forward fold. Hold here for a breath. Keep that back rounded. Exhale. Stick that chest out, core tight as we inhale. Come to rise nice slowly. Engaging those legs, pressing the feet through the ground, lifting those elbows up past the shoulders. Let's exhale the arms back to neutral, elbows in line with the shoulders. Really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze here. And then release the arms back down. So do a few little shoulder rolls, little interlude here. One way and then the other. We've got to do the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. This time as you exhale, let's loop the left arm under the right, folding at the elbows, bend those arms, bring the palms together if you can, maybe just those pinkies, pinky to thumb, arms out or to shoulders, whatever works for you. Let's start with our first inhale. Let's come all the way up, pull those shoulders up just a little bit. And as we exhale, we're gonna round our chest, tucking it in as we come down to a nice forward fold. Feeling that upper back stretch, nice, slow, and controlled. Taking a full cycle of breath at the bottom here. When you're ready, on your next inhale, core is tight, flatten out that back. Inhale, press through the feet, come to rise. Really, really reaching those fingers up to the sky, or those elbows up to the sky. Exhale. Hunching almost that back as we come down, rounding the back, pulling the arms away from those shoulders, getting that nice upper back stretch. Good, take a breath at the bottom. Nice, slow and controlled here, nice exhale. And when you're ready, core tight, inhale, root to rise. All the way up, all the way up. Past that neutral. Exhaling, coming back down. Shoulder height. Untwist your arms and bring them to a nice T position, palms face forward. Squeeze those the shoulder blades together. You stick that chest out, arch the back, the chest forward, lift the chin, spread the fingers wide. And as you exhale, neutral spine, give yourself a little hug, doesn't matter what arm is on top, just a little twist here. Good. I'm going to step back to the top of my mat, just getting my feet facing forward. You can release your arms here. I'm going to take a nice big inhale. We're going to half flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let's fold over here. Inhale, come to rise. And as I exhale, I'm going to plant my hands. Just step your feet back to a plank. Just a little core activation here. You can always drop to your knees if you have to. And we're going to lower down for 4 counts in Chaturanga. Here we go. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And hover for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to your knees if you have to, and then to your chest. So find yourself on your mat, palms under your shoulders. A lot of times we tend to shrug those shoulders up. So really pull those shoulder blades down almost like into your back pocket. Hug the elbows tight towards you. And relax your glutes. We tend to tense up our glutes in this position, but just let them relax. As you take your next inhale, press to the mat. Just lift the chin, lift the chest just a little bit. Baby cobra. Exhale, come down, forehead to mat. Nice slow breath here. Inhale to rise. Pressing through the mat. Keep those shoulders down. Exhale. Release. 3 more of these. Inhale. Don't let those glutes activate. Exhale. Come down. 2 more. Inhale, keep those shoulder blades pulled back. Your chest should be doing a little work here, but it's really that back that's working. Inhale. And exhale, good. Keep that forward to the mat. Again, just focus pulling those shoulder blades down, pressing the fingers to the mat. This time, I'm gonna come just to a little sphinx. So I'm gonna inhale, lift my head up, and I'm gonna walk my elbows so they're underneath my shoulders. And instead of looking down, I'm gonna inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest as far as I can. It's a nice stretch across the front body here. If you want to go deeper, you can lift the hands up, but we're being nice and gentle today. And I'm going to just start pressing one shoulder to opposite hand. A nice dynamic little movement here. That's it. Oh, that should feel good on that even lower back, but upper back, shoulders. And let's all find some stillness. I'm going to bring my palms back under the shoulders and exhale, lower the forehead to the ground. Inhale, just do one more baby cobra here. Exhale, lower down, pressing the hands to the mat. Let's press back into a nice tabletop position here. Making sure those hands are below the shoulders. Just find this little tabletop here. I want you to really press through those fingers, pressing through those shoulders. And then I'm going to cross my ankles. I'm going to roll so I'm sitting on my tush. You can bring yourself further to the center of your mat. I'm just going to face you, but you can grab a quick drink here. So hopefully your upper body is starting to feel a little stretched out. We are going to do some more, okay? Work a little in the neck as well. So I'll give you another few seconds to join me, finding your seated, that root position right through those sit bones, your root sacrum, your root is your sacrum, that chakra rooting right through the ground, lining everything up, pulling up with the crown of the head to a nice long posture. Palms come to our hands here, just finding a little connectivity with us. All right, I'm going to bring my hands to my shoulders. If you can't quite do that, I'm going to have to bend my wrist to get here. That's okay. Just do what you can. And I'm going to bring my elbows out. I'm going to lift them up as far as I can and then start rolling them, trying to bring them together in front of me and down. So it's almost like a modified of our pec deck here. Trying to squeeze those elbows together as they're in front. If you can't, don't worry. Just focus on that nice squeezing motion. This is to stretch that upper back. Doesn't matter which direction you're going. We will switch. Just go nice, slow, and controlled here. All right, let's give me one more, but this time we're going to pause right in the center. Right here, squeeze those elbows together, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. I'm going to come back up to that T position. I'm going to switch directions. So whatever direction you were going, go the opposite. Still sitting upright. You're just letting the arms help stretch that back, squeezing them in together. Last little one. This time, last one here. We're going to squeeze those elbows together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze if you can for 3, 2, and 1. Finish your circle, nice T position. You're going to release your hands behind you. So I got my little fingertips here. So go a little bit behind. So I'm leaning back, but core is still tight. I'm pressing up through those shoulders, squeezing those shoulder blades together. We're going to do some neck rolls here. So I'm just going to start right ear to right shoulder. Then I'm going to roll my head back all the way to the left shoulder. So just know if you're getting dizzy at all, you can stick to front circles instead. But here we're just going to do some nice back circles, working in that neck space. Good. Let's do one more each direction. Last one. It's okay if you hear some crunches. I do too. Back to neutral neck. And then I'm going to plant my palms on the ground. So now I am leaning back just a little bit more, squeezing the shoulder blades out. I'm going to lift my gaze to the sky, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that chest. All right, sorry, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then core is still tight, but I'm going to do the opposite. Pinching the shoulders together in front if you can, letting the back just round just a little bit. Feel that stretch in the front of the shoulders. I am sagging a little bit. That's okay. Just for this stretch though. Good. Release. Come back to a nice strong shoulders pressing through the hands. Nice neutral spine. I'm going to walk my hands back. So I'm sitting upright. All right. Give your legs a little shake out if this cross-legged position is not your favorite. We're going to do another twist here. Okay? We do this a lot. So as you inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Right hand comes behind. Left arm comes to the outside of the right shoulder. So I'm really using that right hand to post, leaning back a little bit, but it's not too far behind me. So I'm still nice and long. I'm using that left hand to twist and pull myself open here. That's it. Good. All right, let's do a nice neck stretch here. So I'm going to drop my right ear to my right shoulder. So I'm coming up a little bit on angle with that chin. So you'd feel the left side. Just take another breath here. And I'm going to bring my neck back up, and I'm actually going to bring my gaze forward. And this time I'm going to drop my left ear to my left shoulder. You'll notice that it's not dropping too much. That's okay. We should feel a stretch here on the right shoulder now and neck. Just one breath here. And then I'm going to drop my chin to my chest. I'm looking towards my left armpit, stretching out a little bit more behind in the neck, but still on that right side. Good. Inhale, just lift the chin back up, neutral spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper here if you want, just for the last breath. As you inhale, let's untwist, bring the arms back up. Exhale, twisting over to the left. Left hand behind, right hand grabs the left thighs. I twist and look behind me. Still sitting upright, getting that nice spinal twist. That's it. Oh, it should feel good on the upper back. Relax the shoulders. And this time left ear goes to left shoulder. So we're stretching out in the front there on that right side still. Good, just another breath here. Make sure you're still breathing nice and slow. I'm going to bring the neck back up and look forward. So back to neutral. Well, not really neutral because the rest of our body is twisting, but we're looking forward. And I'm going to bring my right ear to my right shoulder. So I'm stretching out the left side. Oh yeah, feel that nice stretch. Good, keep breathing, keep that spine long. And then I'm going to look towards my left armpit, tucking my chin really deep here, stretching a little bit more posteriorly on into that neck. Good. Last breath here. I'm going to bring my gaze back up. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, fold, seated child. Whew. Just let that body hang here. Nice passive stretch. Maybe doing a little rocking side to side, just releasing out that upper back. Good. I'm going to walk my hands back up. Ooh. I'm going to clasp my hands behind. Inhale, pull the shoulder blades together. We do this all the time. I love it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And as I exhale, tuck the chin, round out the spine, not pulling on the neck. Just a little extra weight here. Good. Taking another deep, slow breath here. This feels so good. I'm going to release my hands, keep that chin chuck. Bring the spine down, nice long spine, and then release that chin tuck. Pull the shoulders down and grab another drink of water if you'd like here. Okay. All right, so hopefully you're really feeling it up in that neck and upper back. We've got to balance ourselves off and do some more pecs. So just keep in mind, we're going to lie on our stomach. This is a really deep stretch. So really just listen to your body. Don't go any further than it wants. So we're going to roll back onto our knees here. Nice tabletop position just for a second. Find that neutral spine. I'm going to send the hips forward here. Nice little modified plank. And we're going to lower ourselves all the way to the ground for 4 counts. Okay? For 4, 3, right to the ground, 2, and 1. I'm going to bring my right ear to the ground. I'm going to bring my arms here in cactus. Okay? So elbows should be at 90 degrees. At shoulder height, palms are facing the ground. So you're looking to the left, which means we're going to bend the left knee. I'm actually going to bring this left hand up under my shoulder just for a little extra leverage. And I'm going to lift the left leg up and I'm going to pull it over my right leg, trying to bring the sole of the foot to the ground, pressing through the left hand, nice twisted pec stretch. Right? You can have your leg hanging if it can't come to the ground, but listen to that right chest. We're going to stay here for a few extra long breaths. So just try and focus slowing down your breath pace. This should be intense. Nice inhales, melting on those exhales. Just think of all the good work you're doing here after all those long hours spent on the computer. Opening everything up here. Good. Give me one more big slow breath. I'm going to lift that left foot up. I'm going to roll it back down to the ground, release it. Bring my left arm down to 90 degrees. And I'm just going to bring my gaze now over to the right side. So I'm going to bring my right hand up, palm probably under the shoulder. I'm going to bend the right knee. I'm going to lift that leg off the ground and pull it over to the left side. Trying to get it to the ground if you can. Really feeling that stretch this time on the left pec. Pressing into the right hand if you want to go deeper. Just an option, remember. Nothing is mandatory in yoga. It's about listening to the body, giving it what it needs, stretching out that whole upper body for a little pain relief and to help with our posture. Good, let's take one more big breath here. I'm going to lift my foot up. I'm going to roll back onto my stomach. This time I'm going to bring my forehead to the mat. And I'm going to bring my hands just under my shoulders. Just like we were doing with baby cobra, pull those elbows towards you. Pull those shoulder blades down. Just find this activation. And we're going to press back up. Nice tabletop position. You're going to bring your knees right together, feet together. And we're going to exhale into a nice narrow Balasana here. Try to bring the forward to the ground. And this time I'm going to bring my palms towards my feet, pointing up. And let those shoulders round down to the ground. Let gravity have at them. And just breathe here into a little relaxation. This should feel nice. This should be completely relaxing. Telling yourself inhale and exhale to relax. Inhale to purify. Exhale, melt more and more into the ground. 3 more big, slow breaths here. Last little breath here. I lied, I can count. Good. One more breath. Make it your biggest, fullest breath. And really slow, slow, slow on that exhale to melt. I'm going to bring my palms back forward so they're in that regular child's pose. position, pressing the palms to the mat. Exhale, let's come up to tabletop. I'm going to bring my knees back under my hips. And we're going to do a little bit more. It's more of a slight exercise here. You're going to exhale, drop those hips, come into a nice little modified plank here. So as always, I'm always telling you, keep those shoulders strong. Here, I want you to let the shoulder blades sink together and let them become weak. Then you're going to press up. These are called scapular push-ups. So let them sag down, press up. Give me 5 more, sag and press. Your core is still tight. You're just letting those shoulder blades pinch together. As you let the shoulders sink down a little bit, pressing up, keeping them strong. 2 more. Good, last one. Good. All right, let's come back, nice tabletop position. We're going to just roll up and flip onto our backs here. We're almost done. So good there, however you'd like. You can find a little mini Shavasana if you'd want. Let's just give you guys a few seconds. Good. And inhale, lift the arms straight up overhead. Pull the shoulder blades, pull the backs of the shoulders to the mat, palms face each other here. And I just want you to imagine you're holding a ball or maybe a block. It's pretty big, so spreading those fingers wide, keeping them shoulder distance apart. And then I'm going to cross my right arm under my left, and I'm going to give myself a little hug. Lift the shoulder blades up a little bit so you can grab underneath the backs of your shoulders with opposite hands. All right, if you can actually feel that shoulder blade and grab, that's great. If not, just grab where you can. You can keep your legs where they are, or if you'd like to bring them to the soles of the mat, maybe mat width apart, and just do a little rocking here with that upper back. I find having my feet makes it easier to rock and press into them, but it's up to you. That's it. One more each side. Good. Release. Release the arms back up. Let's just turn the palms out here just for a second. So the palms are facing away, still spreading those fingers wide, pressing the shoulders into the mat. Exhaling to melt. Really press that lower back into the mat. I'm going to face my palms together again. This time, left arm is going to come under the right. And I'm going to hug in under my shoulders again, giving myself that nice big hug. And letting yourself rock side to side. Try not to let those shoulders shrug here. Just releasing any tension here on those exhales. Good. Let's go one more side to side. And then I'm going to release my hands, palms face down here, just by the side. I'm going to come into just some windshield wipers just to release the lower back. Can't ignore the hips, especially with all this sitting I know we do at our computers. I'm guilty of it too. Just going at your own pace here. One more each way. There we go. Coming up, letting the knees fall together here, maybe letting the eyes close. And just focus on situating your back, pulling those shoulder blades down, finding a nice, long, tall posture, even while lying down here. Good. We're going to walk those feet back down into our Shavasana. Palms come face up now. Maybe pinching the shoulder blades under just a little bit here. Bringing the heart up to the sky. Letting yourself relax. And we're going to do a mini little body scan just with the upper body today. Letting it start with those fingers. Giving them a little wiggle. Maybe scrunching the fist. Doing what feels good and moving into the wrists, see how they feel. Not too many down dogs or anything on them today, but got to protect our wrist from that carpal tunnel. Inhaling as we move up through into those forearms, front and back, just feeling the muscles there. It's a lot easier to feel them when you flex those fingers. Maybe squeezing the palms together, just feel the activation of those muscles. And then relax. Just breathing into those elbows, especially if you play any racket sports or even golf. You've ever heard of tennis elbow, golfer's elbow? Just sending some breath there, knowing that you need to make sure you keep stretching out those arms. Let's inhale to the front of our arms, up those biceps. Really used for carrying, even just drinking. I'm talking about water, of course. Let's breathe into the back of those arms, those nice triceps, supporting our arms, helping us with our little push actions. Let's really move into that whole shoulder complex. Maybe just envision that ball and socket joint, the pecs attaching to it. Again, working that push motion, that carrying motion. Thinking about the scapula or your shoulder blade at the back there, all the muscles attached to it that work to allow it to move up, down, sideways, front, back. That protraction, retraction motion. Maybe just take a few extra breaths here in the upper back, working towards the center of the back, right into that middle spine there. Often we feel tension there, a lot from our posture, but even when we're stressed, we tend to tense up there. Let's breathe into our back of our neck, into those trap area. Again, lots of stress there. So as you exhale, just give yourself that little reminder to relax. Let those shoulders go. Coming to the front of our neck, lots of muscles in there. And just letting them relax. They have to carry the weight of our heads. Obviously, we all have nice big brains there, so they need lots of support. Let's spend our final few breaths just in our face, letting it relax, letting go of any facial expressions you have, unfurrowing the brow, not smiling, but not frowning. All our tension starts in that face and works our way down the neck and shoulders. Giving me one more big breath here. All right, as always, if you've got more time, you can stay here in Shavasana. Not the rest of us are inhaling the left arm up this time. We're going to roll onto the left side body. Just hold it here for a second. Right palm comes to the ground, pressing it into the mat. Little connectivity here with the earth. Then we're going to press ourselves up to a nice comfortable seated position. So if cross-legged is not your thing, you can have your legs out, you can be kneeling, totally up to you. So just sitting here, nice root to rise. We're going to bring our palms together. We're going to either close our eyes or downcast them and tuck your chin here just for one final little stretch as you pull those shoulder blades down. You can do this in Shavasana as well, pulling those arms down as you tuck the chin, staying up nice and right. And then release, bringing yourself back to nice neutral spine. But having the gaze down, our eyes closed, thanking ourselves for taking the time here to release the upper body. Carry a lot of tension here and it's very easily injured. So just take the time to make sure you keep stretching it out, especially if you play any, like I said, racket sports or anything. That season is coming. So thank you for sharing in this practice with me and your fellow yogis. From the light of me to the light in you, namaste. So guys, move slowly, please get some more water, and hopefully you enjoy this beautiful day we're having.